Ah, to people all and around the world, don't you dare be sour. Sit back, relax, cause it's gonna be a stone groove. That's right, you didn't pay no money, so me for y'all acting funny. So now it's time for the den with your host, the boss with the hot sauce, the king with the real thing, the prince with all the sense, the hound with the crown, the dog with it all. Carlos Stargell, the last. Cause after they made him, they broke the mold. So now, here's the den with your host, Carlos Stargell, the last.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening. I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
Rap to him a little bit right here. May I rhyme?
I got a lot of good shit.
All right.
I got a lot of good I got a lot of good shit to tell you all.
Talk to me, say something.
Yo, what's up? What's happening? How y'all doing? How y'all be? What it do? Tell me something good, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters and boys and girls, and many and millions of all who's listening, checking it out, and watching this all around the world. Sit back and relax, cause it's gonna be a stone groove. Shit, I can't lose what I can use. That's right, y'all didn't pay no money, so there's no need for y'all acting funny. And I know what to do to set the groove and put y'all in the mood. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to check out the den, a place where you can really vent and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously. So be mindful and respectable, but you can still speak your mind. But now it's time for the den with me, your host, Carlos Stargell, the last. Because after they made me, they broke the mold. So now it's time to sit back and relax and enjoy the den. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm your host, Carlos Stargell, the last, aka OG Low, or just the OG. That's me, y'all. Oh yeah, and I'm the boss with the hot sauce, king with the real thing, prince with all the sense, the hound with the crown, the dog with it all. That's right. So I'm glad that I want to thank all the viewers, first-time viewers, recurring viewers, unique viewers, and new viewers, and just the ones who's viewing. Now, if you feel it in your heart and in the depths of your soul, if you haven't already subscribed yet, please hit that like or that subscription bell. I sure would appreciate it. Really, I would. And how y'all doing today? I'm all right if y'all all right. Yeah, I know it's no clouds today. And look, and it's nice outside right now. Earlier it was kind of on the chilly side, but now it's pretty nice. It's going to the high going to be in the 60s, low 60s, mid 60s. The day up in Arlington, North Carolina. Yeah, so it's going to be nice, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be nice, especially in Atlanta, Georgia. And speaking of Atlanta, Georgia, I want to give shout outs to all my people and my family and in the surrounding areas of Atlanta, Georgia. Hey y'all, what's happening? Oh yeah, and before I get started too, how about those Falcons? Yeah, I mean the win might not have been pretty or beautiful, but a win is a win, and they're in first place.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
But what I'm saying too, New Orleans, I think they lost. Tampa Bay beat Carolina. No surprise. Yeah, but next week, I think the Falcons will be playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the week after that, I can get a chance to see them because they will be playing the Carolina Panthers in Bank of America Stadium in
Charlotte, North Carolina.
yeah, from what I saw, it looked like a beautiful city. And it is. But I don't think I want to live there because from what I heard, it's kind of like Atlanta and New York. Now, I've never been to New York, so I don't know. But Atlanta, maybe, yeah, I'll give it that. Hey, oh yeah, and I'm sorry. How you doing, Teresa Baker?
You doing all right, sister girl? I know you blessed.
Yeah, but how's it going down there in Decatur, where it's greater, so they say? And look, how's it? How's everybody? How's my buddy Ebony? I'm gonna ask about Ebony whenever you get on this live chat. You know I am.
So don't try not to deny it.
Oh yeah, and I want to give a special. I want to give shout outs to people whose birthday today, December the 4th. Happy birthday, y'all! And like I say, now we got so many days before Christmas. But what I used to say back in the day, when I was in high school, especially, I used to say, on the first day of Christmas, those heifers gave to me.
A beer.
And I actually used to say stuff like that. But I never, when we were young as kids, they had us believing of all this Santa Claus crap. Look, ain't no way in HE double hockey sticks that a man can ride around the world in less than 80 days delivering presents the same night.
Who really does that?
I mean, they've been telling us this shit for so many years, and we kept on believing it. But I'm gonna say this: I got to give it to this generation, these kids in this generation today. They a lot more hipper than we were when we were growing up. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
Rap time a little bit right here.
Not only they'll peek things out, but they gonna call it out with no shame and no filter. You know what I'm saying? They gonna talk. I mean, they gonna let you know. They ain't got time. They gonna let you know right then. They ain't gonna say it in those exact words, but they gonna let y'all know that ain't nobody about to co-sign no bullshit. And that's on the real, y'all. And that is on the REL, real. Y'all know I can spell real, so don't get it twisted. I was spelling bee champ before, so hush your holler. Anyway, like I was saying, we've been believing this. A lot of stuff they told us ever since we came out of the womb was
bullshit.
And that's for real. I mean, come on now. Everybody talking all that, making all that noise about
Santa Claus.
And then they swear Cupid reigns supreme.
How you gonna have somebody shoot an arrow in your ass and you fall in love like that?
Y'all know good and well that ain't true. Y'all know it. It's the attraction. It ain't so much about Cupid shooting an arrow in your ass. It's about attraction. So if whoever like whoever, so be it. But is everybody out there? It's somebody out there for everybody. So I'm gonna say it one more time.
Who the hell are we to judge?
That's right. But anyway, getting back to this Christmas shit. Oh, excuse me, I ain't mean to say it like that. But you got some people who are really, 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 really festive. Me, I'm not one of those I love the spirit of Christmas, but
I ain't co-signing the bullshit of the commercialization.
you know what I'm saying? They don't not only they don't took it too far, but they don't took this
shit
to another level. But like I said, kids today, I ain't trying to hear all that. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Santa Claus shit.
They gonna say they mama and dad is Santa Claus. And I do agree. But at the same time, I don't know what it was when we were kids, or when our parents was kids, or when their parents were kids, and so on, and so on, and so on. But at the same time, ever since we came out the womb, we always believe, fell for, and
Co-sign bullshit.
and that's for real. I mean, all this stuff they talking about, and then there was really messed up about it. They put religion in it. They put religion in some of the holidays, like Christmas, like Thanksgiving, like Easter. Y'all know what? I hate to say this, but we are the most brainwashed people on this earth. It seemed like we were prone and created the
Co-sign bullshit.
But y'all know what? This has got to stop. I mean, I'm just gonna say this. There's a lot of people now who are more woke than ever.
Talk to me. Say something.
On the real, for real. They are woke. Basically, thanks to technology, internet, social media, and all that good
Sugar honey iced tea.
We are a lot more woke than ever. And we know how to get around.
Co-signing bullshit.
And that's on the real, for real. Because let me tell y'all this, people. A lot of stuff that were told to us, and you know it, was bullshit. And y'all know it. And then you got these devils who want to prevent the truth from being known. And there was devils before them devils and before them too. And guess what? The ones before them probably busting hell wide open as we speak for lying, deceiving, and all that good sugar honey iced tea. And that's on the real. I mean, come on now, people. We really need to stop. We really need to wake up
and stop co-signing bullshit
when it comes to certain things. Like I'm gonna say this like I tell any and everybody.
Rap to 'em a little bit right here.
And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. One thing I learned growing up as a kid. You listen to different people every day. But it's up to one thing people don't have now than they used to was
common sense.
That's the best sense to have, because basically that's letting y'all know that y'all can tell the difference from reality
and bullshit.
And that's on the real, for real. You could tell, basically, I'm going to say it in the nicest way I can.
You can tell the real from the fake.
Yeah, that's about as nice as I can get. But seriously, though, I mean, if you got the good sense that God gave you, you'll keep it real. You'll tell it like it is. And you'll say what you feel, even though it's not appealing to a lot of people. But I'm going to say this right here. One thing about me, I mean, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say this what a wise brother told me years ago when I was before I got in my mid-20s. In fact, when I first ventured out on my own with my first apartment, bro man told me, and believe it or not, I still know him to this day. I mean, I'm not going to mention his name, but I'm going to let you know right now. I'm going to send this clip to his inbox on Facebook, letting him know that letting him know I'm showing love, sending this brother a shout out what I'm about to say. He told me, there's nothing wrong with speaking your mind, and it's not good to hold back what you got to say. But at the same time, you got to be ready and prepared for the consequences that come at you. And you know what? That sounds about right. Because another person actually said that also, but he said that later on in the years after I was told that. And this brother I'm talking about who actually said it years after I heard it was Ice-T, Tracy Merrill, yes. Stoney Jackson, if you watching this, bruh, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying too, he said there's nothing wrong with speaking your mind, but you got to just be prepared for the consequences that come at you. But even though he said that later on in life, I know he knew that before he said that too. But you know, like us, any of us that's considered old heads today,
Rap to 'em a little bit right here.
before we were considered old heads to some of these little Rudy Poots today, we were some damn fools too. And you know, I can say that because I done made a lot of bad decisions. I done did some stupid shit just like anybody else. But check me out now.
I'm here to tell about it. I survived the trials and tribulations.
And I thank the Lord for life, health, strength, courage, knowledge, and wisdom. And you know what, though? You can't ask for no more than that.
May I rise?
Yes, I'm gonna rise. I'm gonna rise on.
All rise.
Y'all want to rise. But in a way, like I was saying, but that's a true statement. It's okay to speak your mind. Okay, now somebody trying to crack on me. Yeah, I'm an old head. That's all right too. You ain't too far behind me. Like I said, you gonna have your moments too when you be shake dancing at the old Claremont, smell like Bengay cod liver oil and liniment. And you gonna have on that grass, you gonna have on that imitation grass skirt that came from the Netherlands and out of Hawaii. And you gonna be twerking it talking about cotton candy sweet as gold. Let me see you twist that roll. Now you got something for that?
Teresa Baker.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna get you. Told you don't want to crack on me. I tell you that all the time. But do you listen?
No.
Yeah, I see that made you. I believe you just do that to get a good laugh, don't you?
Tell the truth. Shame the devil.
The truth shall set you free.
And a lie don't care who tell it.
So tell me.
Oh, I figured that as much.
You do that. You've been doing that for years. You get me to say stuff because you know you're gonna laugh. But it's all good though. Because I know I've been accomplished something if I put a smile on somebody's face, because you never know what a person going through. You don't know how a person feeling. Not only a kind thought, word, or gesture, but just something crazy that'll make somebody laugh, and they can remember that shit. And if you know they can remember, it'd be so funny they'll never forget it, and they'll remind you when they see you. Yeah, that's facts, Teresa. That's the truth, the whole truth, and
Wait.
beyond the quintessential truth.
Root.
Yeah. But just saying this right here on the real for real. What during your tenure and your time on earth, love the life you live.
Live the life you love.
But that don't mean, I mean, whether you're on cloud nine,
Are you on the burning streets of hell?
on earth, live your life. Love the life you live. Be positive. Treat people like you want to be treated. Respect others like you want to be respected. Remain humble and keep striving for righteousness. And you can go a long way just by
Obedience.
Because I can't be the one to say that, but the only one we can listen to,
The Lord.
that's all we can listen to is the Lord, because the Lord, look, I know y'all heard this in church, but I'm gonna say it for I'm gonna just say it for for the ones who is in the church.
There is no failure in God.
It sure ain't. It really is not. It's just some things just not meant to be for some people. But in reality, there's no failure in God. That's right. We're not perfect. I know I made some mistakes. I know I'm guilty of a lot of sugar honey iced tea. But at the same time, I'll admit it and I do my best to correct it. So guess what? But at the same time, not only I know the real from the fake, but guess what? Now I love the Lord, and I do my darndest to strive for righteousness, obedience, and remain humble. But at the same time, none of us don't have to sit in no building for 2 hours co-signing bullshit to remind us of who the Lord really is. If we know, we should know. If we don't, we need to know. But at the same time, we know the Lord is in our heart. What we worship is a building. But at the same time, no matter what, let's all act on one accord. That's on the real for real. That's how we got to do. We all got to be on one accord. But it's sad and it's a shame and a sin that some people don't have sense enough to know to acknowledge that. But guess what? You know what they say? Sometimes it takes a rude awakening to make you realize a whole lot of stuff. But guess what?
And a good old ass whipping will help too sometimes.
But not in the physical stance though. But you know what I mean. Sometimes it takes somebody to
Woo-ha!
put your ass in check, and that's on the real though. But seriously though, let's strive. We can do better. We need to do better. Let's strive more for righteousness, humbleness, and obedience, please. That's all we need to do. Maybe the world will be a better place. But like I was always told, we all cannot be the same, and that is true because if we were, the world will not revolve. Remember that, y'all. Well, my time is almost up, but I really appreciate everybody who took the time to check out, view, and watch the den. And I want to thank the new viewers, the first time viewers, the recurring viewers, and all that good stuff. Like I always say, but if you find it in your heart and feel it in your soul, please hit that like or that bell, subscription bell, won't you please, pretty please. And I want to give my shout outs and my love to Veronica, my fiance, and I want to thank Teresa Baker, my recurring buddy on the live chat. Keep on doing what you're doing, girl. Look, you help me get viewers when we be talking mess. So let's keep on talking the sugar honey iced tea like we know how. But I tell y'all what I'm gonna do. Yeah, all right, right on. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I will be back. I don't know exactly what time, but I know I'll be. I don't know how many times I'm gonna come on today, but I don't know what time I'm gonna be back either. But I do know this. I will be back before WWE Monday Night Raw. Yes, I will. But I want to thank, like I say, I want to thank everybody who took the time to check out, listen, and watch the den. But look here, check this out. Until Until later on.
Chain on.
God bless you. I love you. Y'all be good. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other. And I really appreciate y'all for checking out, tuning in, listening, and watching the Den with your host, Carlos Stargell, the last. Because after they made me,
They broke the mold.
and there will never be another Carlos Stargell the last. But until later on, y'all, peace, 2 fingers. I'm out of here like last year. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Den. Later when you're straighter.